Good morning and welcome to After GMS. Thank you for joining us on our Facebook live stream as we bring you the latest conversations and forecasts. And guess what? It is Friday. Yes, it is. August 21st. I'm Tracy McCain here in the studio. Meteorologist Triad Weather holding things down at home. And, you know, this morning when I was driving into work, I couldn't believe that I couldn't see through the visibility was like zero. But hopefully it's getting better out there.
Yeah, we are certainly seeing improvements there. The fog is kind of just patchy in nature, so you may encounter some of that from time to time this morning. All of us, though, dealing with a lot of cloud cover and some of us seeing some rainfall early this morning as well. We'll continue to see the chance of scattered showers and storms as we head through the day, with the rain chance today right around 60% at your house, and we'll keep it at a 50% chance for Saturday. High temperatures today, upper 70s to low 80s at best. We'll warm up into the mid 80s on Saturday. And then as we enter a drier weather pattern next week, we'll see more sunshine, and that'll allow our high temperatures to warm back up into the mid to upper 80s. A quick look at the visibility here. Again, the fog is thick in spots, but not everywhere. Visibility down to 3/4 of a mile at the reporting station in Reedsville. 1.5 miles of visibility officially in Asheboro. Again, in between these stations that are giving us the visibility reports here, the fog could be more dense or less dense. So we're just going to call it patchy fog this morning. Be on the lookout for that. It should start to improve as we go through the next several hours. As far as the rain is concerned, a quick look at radar here. A lot of rain across the foothills so far this morning. And right now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of rain across the Triad, but as I mentioned, we'll see those rain chances start to go up as we go through the day for the Triad. Again, the rain's going to be mainly scattered in nature, but where the storms and showers do form, they could produce some locally heavy rainfall. Let's quick look at your forecast.
All right, we're going to dive right into our first conversation that was designed directly for you, Triad Weather. It is about the tropics, and it's been a very active season already. So we're talking about this because there's systems that are forming right now in the Gulf of Mexico at the same time, which is very rare. And we're wondering what the impact not only would be for them, but also for our community, especially along the North Carolina coast.
Yeah, we certainly are approaching the peak of hurricane season, so things are getting more and more active. We have two organized systems that we're watching right now. You see those circled there, and one of them is in the Caribbean. The other one is still just barely to the east of the Lesser Antilles there. That's the easternmost storm, easternmost system right here. And I'll actually clear this out and we'll zoom out just a little bit more here. We have another disturbance that's just off the coast of Africa. This one will likely get its act together and become a tropical depression or storm as we go through the next couple of days. But again, the ones that we are watching in the short term here, this one and this one, let's talk about where they may go in the coming days. Here's the forecast cone for the one that's in the Caribbean. This is tropical depression number 14. We still expect it to become a tropical storm over the next day or so. And this takes it into the Gulf of Mexico early next week and has it making landfall as a Category 1 hurricane. Still some questions as to the intensity of this system, but the actual path here, we do have high confidence that it is going to go into the Gulf of Mexico. So that's one system. And then here's the other one right here. And we expect it to become a tropical storm as well over the next day or so. And this forecast cone has it approaching the Gulf Coast as a hurricane also. So if things shake out as we're projecting right here, we could have two hurricanes in the Gulf of Mexico at the same time Tuesday, okay? And that is certainly rare. It's happened before where they've had two landfalling systems, but I think it was way back in 1933, if I remember correctly, my weather history. So it doesn't happen often, but that's the way it looks right now. And of course, as usual, as these systems, after they make landfall, some of the moisture could head back towards the Carolinas as we go on into the second half of next week. We'll have to wait and see. But as of right now, it doesn't look like these systems will make landfall in the Carolinas. Of course, things could change. It's still very early. These storms and these systems are still getting organized. So Tropical Depression 13 is the one that we'd have to watch for the possibility of some recurving back up the East Coast. But doesn't look likely at this point. So I'm not real concerned about us having to worry about these systems here in the short term, at least not right now. But of
Right.
course, we will be watching very carefully, and we should have more answers for you as we go from Sunday on into Monday for sure.
Because it can happen, right, Turan, where,
Mhm.
it hits the Gulf of Mexico and then it kind of just curves over and then
Mhm.
it's more of an inland storm for North Carolina
Mhm.
than a coastal storm for North Carolina, which is also a problem because most people head inland to escape a hurricane, not to the coast. So again, I'm glad that we're not seeing any, major, issues for North Carolina, but definitely something to watch.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely could be a wet Thursday and a Friday around here if the moisture from these systems kind of make their way back in our direction. So we'll wait and see. Again, it's Friday.
It's
We're talking
Friday.
about the middle to the end of next week. Don't worry about it right now. We're gonna be watching it, and like I said, the forecast confidence and certainty will increase as we go on into Sunday and Monday. We'll see exactly where the center circulation is. We'll see how strong it is as it approaches the Bahamas, and we'll have a better idea where it may go. Again, Tropical Depression 13 is the one that we'll have to watch. The one that's in the Caribbean right now has no chance of making landfall at all along the East Coast, but we'll see what 13 does. But right now, we're getting more and more confident that they're both going to end up in the Gulf of Mexico at the same time, and they could actually interact with each other a little bit, but we'll talk more about that another day. So we'll see how things shake out here.
That's a cool approach, Turan. It's very calming. I've seen meteorologists kind of like, there's gonna be a major storm, and like
Yeah.
everybody rushes to the gas station and they rush to get, you know, whatever essentials they need from the grocery store. So I kind of like your approach, like, hey, it's Friday, it's the weekend,
Yeah.
and if we have to let you know about it, we'll tell you about it next week.
Yeah, you know me. I'm not one to really just go crazy
Yeah.
for clicks or whatever. Like, if I'm worried about it, I'll let you know if I'm worried about it. Right now, I'm not real worried about this, but I still am leaving the door open that we
Right.
could see this system curve up the East Coast. But right now, that looks very, very unlikely. I'm not seeing anything that would suggest that with not only this morning's forecast model runs, but just looking at the overall weather pattern, it looks like the high pressure that's over the Atlantic is going to kind of shove this more westerly, more towards the Gulf of Mexico. But we'll kind of wait and see what happens. Obviously, things change. But like I said, it's Friday, and this thing is still way out there in the Atlantic. We have time to watch it. If by Sunday it looks like it's going to recurve, you still will have a couple of days to get your act together if it heads this way. But that just doesn't look to be the case, at least not right now.
Nice. Well, meanwhile, people are letting us know what's happening outside of their windows right now. Tamrika said it's sprinkling here already. Dee says she's enjoying the cooler temperatures and all the rain. Jason Hutchins says it's raining pretty good here in Mount Airy right now. Dee's also saying the cool temperature, she's loving that. The rain, not so much. I hear you, Dee. Kyler Terry says it's been raining in Pilot Mountain here for a while. And it says nice and cool in Reidsville, North Carolina. That's Tammy Martin. And Tamrika says she loves how it feels outside, just sitting under her umbrella. So pretty nice. Jason also says it's a balmy 66 degrees in Mount Airy. So much cooler temperatures, and hopefully you enjoy that because it's August and you know where it goes from here.
Exactly. It'll get hot again before it finally cools off for the year. So we have a ways to go, but yeah, enjoy the cooler weather, and we will have to continue to deal with that rainfall from time to time as well for the next day or so.
All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into your morning headlines right now. A big story in our state. Another change for a North Carolina university. NC State now switching to online-only classes for the fall semester. University officials say they made the decision as more than 500 students are quarantined because they tested positive for COVID-19 or they came into contact with someone who did. A majority of the cases were traced to large off-campus parties and to fraternity and sorority houses. Most classes were already online, but starting Monday, all undergraduate classes will be remote as well. Well wishes for former Carolina Panthers coach Ron Rivera. Last night, Rivera revealed he was diagnosed with lymph node cancer after a self-check. there is good news. The cancer is in the early stages and very curable, according to Rivera. There are several adjustments when it comes to virtual learning this year. One is making sure your children stay active, especially if they're missing out on traditional physical education classes or recess. WFMY's Candace Redd talked to a pediatrician about the importance of getting kids up and moving.
The CDC says children need at least 1 hour of exercise each day. Taking a look at your screen, right now you're looking at a list of exercises children can do to meet the recommended activity levels. For aerobics, walking, running, bike riding, or an active sport like basketball. For muscle strengthening, yoga, active games like tug of war, or resistance exercises using body weight. Bone strengthening includes hopping, skipping, jumping, running, and sports with rapid changes in direction. As children head back to school virtually, doctors say exercising is needed for brain health. Well, that includes improved academic performance, memory, and reduced symptoms of depression. Take a listen.
I would just encourage families to try to be creative inside the home if you don't have the ability to get out. And so creating like a scavenger hunt around the house. And if you bring back a hairbrush, you can do 10 jumping jacks and then we'll move to the next thing. Things like that to get the child active and encouraged to do some physical activity and also keeping the family safe.
Doctors say exercising can also prevent various health conditions. That includes heart disease, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. For more details on that, all you have to do is visit our website, WFMYnews2.com.
So we made it to the end of the week, and for many families, it means the first week of school done, in the books, and thank goodness, right? So we wanted to know, what was the best moment of your week? We asked you to text us your pictures, your stories to 336-379-5775, and let's see what you had to say. So we received a text from a viewer who wrote, "My grandson CJ, 6 years old, of Elon, giving the teacher the answer to a question. He always uses his hands when talking." So he's still trying to get used to the virtual learning from home thing. And she said that was her best moment this week. A few more pictures here from Latoya. She's a mom and a homeschool teacher right now. Elijah is her 12th grade student at Western Alamance High School. Joya is her 6th grader at Western Alamance Middle. So there wasn't one big moment for them, but she shared these pictures with us saying, "Whew, what a week." All right, so let us know in the comments below if you've had any, whether it was school related or not, what your best moment was this week. So Taran, hopefully I give you enough time to think about it. Your best moment for the week, was it big, small, anything? You made it?
Yeah, that's good enough for me. The best moment of the week is right now. We made it to Friday, and again, just want to say kudos to everyone involved in the education of the kids. You know, not only teachers, but administrators, staff, also the parents that are in some cases acting as teachers at times as well. So I know it's not easy, and I know it's a very weird situation, but you know, you all are doing the best that you can, and the children certainly will benefit from your efforts. So thank you to everyone. You made it to Friday on the first week of school.
Woohoo! What a great way. So mine is like totally non-school related. I mean,
Okay.
I just want to fight with my husband, and I'm so excited about it because he's an attorney and like he doesn't like to lose arguments. So normally I just like, I don't even want to try. But we needed a new car, and he was trying to convince me to get a minivan. Nothing against minivans. I wanted an SUV. That's it. Didn't have to be new, could be used. You know, I'm not very picky. I just didn't want to do the minivan mom thing. Just me. And so I decided to just do it on my own. And I won. So again, very small, but arguments, big or small. When you win one, just yes.
I wouldn't know what that feels like to win
'Cause you never
one of those.
win.
So I'm sure it's probably nice. So kudos to you.
Yeah,
I will
I
live
mean,
vicariously through you.
Well, listen, I mean, this last car that I had is probably, I don't know, at least 10 to 12 years old. I mean, it was time. And, I'll wear it out until the wheels fall off. I usually don't buy new cars. I usually buy used cars that have very low mileage, and that's what I did this time. But it was not really more about the car itself. It was more about the win. The win. I know, you can tell my house is and also, my kids are very opinionated. They're 2 and 4, but they have strong opinions. And apparently I've taught them to express themselves so well that they also now will gang up on me. So I don't feel like I win any arguments in the house. So the little ones, I'm just saying. All right, let me see if you guys had anything to say here, but it looks like you guys, oh, thank you, Tamrika. She says, too funny, love the show. Congrats, girl, on the vehicle. I appreciate it. The vehicle and the win. All right, Taran, let's see what's happening in Triad Weather right now. A lot of people saying it's raining.
Yeah, there's a lot of rain in the foothills right now. We'll continue to see the chance of scattered showers and storms across the entire area at times, with the rain chance at your house right around 60 to 70%. So it's not going to rain everywhere, but I think most of us will see rain with highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. And then everyone's a winner weather-wise as far as lower rain chances next week. Temperatures, though, will get hot again with highs back in the mid to upper 80s. That's the last look at your forecast.
All right, and thank you so much for joining us here on After GMS. Of course, we always like to have a good time, especially on this show, but during the weekday Good Morning Show as well. Here are some of those moments in the best of GMS. Have a great weekend. It's the T's on the show today. Taran and Tracy, it's like dynamite, boom, TNT, get it?
I like it.
Ah, thank you. Yay or nay? Do you love pumpkin spice or not?
No, it's nasty.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
that's just what it is. Though. That's just the fact. Now, if you think it tastes good, that's fine. I mean, you're wrong, but that's fine. So, you enjoy your pumpkin spice and all your pumpkin stuff, you go for it. The pumpkins are only good for decorating, and if I could figure out a way to decorate a sweet potato, I'd do that before I decorate a pumpkin too.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Have you seen this? The bride was actually wearing a harness. It was edited out of the pictures to create the illusion.
Any harnesses in your wedding pictures, Taran?
Nope. Just regular old pictures that took too long to take because people can't, organize themselves. It shouldn't take 30 minutes to take pictures when there's, it's like 15 people. Just do what the photographer tells you to do so we all can eat. That's all I'm saying. That's not that I still am upset about that or anything.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
Right.
saying. Right. Yeah. Stacey, it's your Friday, so I'm sad that we won't have you here. Oh, go ahead, raise it. Raise it up. She's raising the roof, Taran. My buddy, my pal, my only coworker today. That's why I'm gloating on you, Taran. Taran Kirksey is working from home, so you get all the privileges when you're the only. I can't do this when everybody's here.
Yeah, this is kind of nice. I like having all this attention, the spotlight on me, right?